Good morning. Welcome back to Dower House Farms. Just shifting a group of cattle now this morning. These are the group I moved on Saturday evening. One of the groups I moved Saturday evening, I suppose. So, 36 hours in a paddock. Up here is okay. The cover they went into was too light, but grass really picked up now, so it should be fine. I must do a walk. I must walk all the farms now today and tomorrow. All the crops need to be walked. So, it'll be fairly busy now. But actually, I've left them here till this evening. But anyway, what about it? Enjoy the bulls. First job of the day now, back in the yard. Get the calves fed. There's 2 mixes to do. So we were going putting another 20 calves into this pen here and that pen, 20 into each. But we're only 20 above the quota in the top shed for the time being. So come the end of the week, we'll have to make room for another 20, and we'll put the 40 down here then, and it'll be 1 mix. So they're getting on fine above as is. So it just saves a little bit of work. I'll have to bring them down here. And the reason we're taking them out the top shed and putting them down there instead of putting them straight down there is these will be weaned a lot sooner and they're a lot older, a lot stronger. So we'll have to feed calves for less time manually, and they're just stronger. They'll be more able for a cooler environment than up in the top shed. The horse is done. Pong is the cattle fed. This can only mean one thing. Absolute suffering and hardship. Are you up for suffering and hardship today, Fan?
No. Burning oil today now.
It's not easy, lads. It's not easy. We're going to start dehorning now. We're going to start with the biggest groups we'll get. Yeah, we'll do a group every day now for the next few days. We won't kill ourselves. It's some dose for a job. So I got Metcam for a painkiller. I got Corazuril or whatever it is, coccidiosis. I didn't do them at all for coccidiosis last year. I'm going to end up doing them 2 or 3 times now this year. But anyway, coccidiosis comes on at times of stress, so dehorning is a fairly stressful time. So we said we give him that. And that's it, is it? I think that's it. I think so, yeah. So we've painkiller, coccidiosis, stuff to spray them. We'll spray their horns when we've them done. And yeah, that's it, I'd say. Oh, we're going to cull these now as well. We're going to there's 2 groups here, they're all mixed up, so we're going to make a big and a small group. We're going to start with the big group. Job done. First group done. It's like being in fucking Australia or something. There's sweat pouring out of us. Next job now, let's get out some wake ones above. Put them in the bottom shed. Just what I have the pen spare. We called out those 4 little lads. They weren't doing great above. So we just brought them down here and I'll put them on one today. I'm going to give them electrolytes for a couple of days now. Just get them going. Always, if you'd only 20 calves on the feeder, there's a certain amount of them won't do you know? For whatever reason, and you take them out and they do way fine, but the key is just to get them out quick enough. And to be honest, it was only this morning now when I walked through them, I noticed there was 2 of them. I know there was one fella was bad to drink, and I picked out another 2, and then I said, right, I'm going to make a pen of these now. So I had a right good look through them, and I could only find another one, so I'm happy enough. And we can make up another pen outside with a hutch, so that's probably where they'll go now at the end of the week when we want them 2 pens for big groups. So I just closed this door here behind me. That's out there is where we fill the feeder. So we must bring a group of cattle across the road now again. Well, boys, these lads are lovely. And you? Kind cattle. And quite cattle actually. Thought they'd be mad. On the move again. This time of the year, it's like musical chairs around here. But we're coming to the end of it now. This is the last group that's going to be moved off their summer blocks. There's just one paddock to graze, actually the paddock in the middle of the gallop. There's 2 paddocks. About 4 acres there. Must be grazed. So they'll probably get a week out of that. They'll be back here then. We'll be on target on all our blocks. The group of calves we dehorned there, they'll probably, we definitely won't weigh them now this week anyway, we'll even get over that. But we'll probably start weighing them next week, so they'll be out to grass in a month's time. 1st of May basically, yeah. And there'll be a group a week, nearly every week then after that. So what we typically tend to do is we wean them over 2 weeks and we keep them in for a week then after they're weaned. So that's your month. I'm blue in the face from telling you, if you want to do grassland management right, you need good infrastructure. Good infrastructure doesn't have to be there. So if I'd say this passage is about 3/4 of a mile long, say, and there was max a load of stone put in it over the last 7 or 8 years just to fill in potholes. We just fenced it off. Now this is very dry sort of stony ground, right, to be fair, but they're like a herd of cows. We've loads of help today. Man, up! We're training in your replacement today, Fang.
You got to be coming along fast up here to use.
Man.
Hi.
Come on, boys. They'll do loads of rooting here now, and the gallops better drive man a bit. Come on. Dust rising, that's mad, isn't it? Dust rising in March, moving cattle. Come on, you chancers. Come on. Hey, don't dig root holes in the gallop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on, get in. Nearly lie down and go for a sleep. Happy out. Just giving these 4 lads a drink here now and a bit of electrolyte. There's probably too much there from now, but you can only mix so little in the feeder, but it's mainly water, a bit of powder and electrolyte, so they can sup away for the night if they want. So let's push in the silage now, and I'm going walking crops then to see most of the spring barley's up, so I want to see how it's looking. I want to have a look at the beans and I want to have a look at the winter crops to see how they're looking. Just giving these lads a pick a ration now. There's great old calves in this pen too now, to be fair. Look at them all, they're all lined up to eat it. They love this ration that we're making ourselves. No one really wants to see poop, but that's exactly what you want to see in these calves. So they're going away great, thank God. Yeah, these wagyus are saucy out. They nearly square up to you. They're going away fine. We're going to start cleaning out pens now tomorrow. That pen, the far pen, the first one that was filled badly, needs to be cleaned out. The bed is dry on top, but you can feel there's plenty of moisture underneath, so that's when you get trouble if you don't clean it out. So Fong will probably do that tomorrow, hopefully. They're in great all order, thank God. It's amazing when you take the top or the 3 or 4 scraggy ones out of it, the way it sharpens them up. So this is a field of joy. It's due its next fungicide now. It's just at growth stage 32. It's after obviously the rape planted the 10th of October, I think. Today we're harvesting the beans anyway. It's really clean. It's after getting sort of a bit of a T0, you could nearly say. Oh, there's a bit there now. It's a bit of steading or whatever it is. Bit of net blotch, I'd say. That's a Rinco maybe. But it's dead anyway. But noticing a lot of these lads. Where's he gone? There. Slugs still at it after the rape. So even look at my boot, little fecker. But this crop looks really good now. Looks to have savage yield potential. It got Jesus, put on my sunglasses. I'm black now. It got and turned the cap backwards, so you look really cool. It got PGR trace elements and a splash of a fungicide last time. So it's really clean now. It's really good, really healthy crop. So, and this isn't the best field. There's actually a better field over there. So we'll have a look at that now next. This isn't Joy now, actually. This is I can't think of the name, but is it Arcade or Charade or something like that? It's a 6-row hybrid. Not anywhere near as good now, to be fair. It's after spring barley. The establishment probably just wasn't right. Oh, this gets better over here now, does it? Does actually, yeah, a little bit, but look, still thin and patchy. See, that's the problem after spring barley. You don't have enough time to get a good stale seed bed. And this was cultivated, and then planted in the one weather window, we'll say. So you need a good seed bed for spring barley, winter barley. You can't bake it and go early. So this is disappointing now, actually, to tell you the truth. It's good and clean, very clean actually. Little bit of Rinco down there, right in the lower leaves. The upper leaves are very clean. Yeah, there is a nice bit of Rinco in it actually in the lower leaves, which isn't in the Joyu. And this isn't anywhere near as thick, nowhere near as thick as the Joyu. So thicker crops tend to be dirtier, so this got the same treatment. The upper leaves are clean, but definitely I think it paid to sort of go early with a fungicide here. We were going in with trace elements and a PGR anyway, so the decision was made to put in the fungicide with it. The question is, will we end up going a 4-spray fungicide program on winter barley? It wouldn't be ideal now if we do, but that'll be up to the agronomist, I suppose. Right, onto my field of greens now next. This next field we're going into now, I think this is going to be the biggest yield anyway that I ever had an input into growing. Dad would always have got very big yields back there, but since we started moving a little bit to mint-till the last few years, our yields just haven't been, they've been good without being record breaking. Like Dad would have got some whopper yields in the past. But look at this. Joyu winter barley after rape. Same treatment as the other ones. Spotlessly clean. In ordinary practice it would be bang on timing now for its first fungicide. But is it ready for a second one? I would ideally love to delay it. So I was asked to get a little bit more technical with the crop, so this is what I'm doing. Crop agronomy now wouldn't be my biggest forte. I'd be more on the technical side of it. I'd be stronger on the cattle. But so in your winter barley, usually you have a 3-spray program for fungicide. You go at growth stage 32, which is first node. Yeah, first node. Then you go, which is the first node at 2 centimeters, 2 inches, 2 centimeters, whatever it is, just with your thumb in it. That's first node. Then you go with your second fungicide at the flag leaf, and your third fungicide is a head spray. But like, there's no way I'd imagine we'll be able to delay giving this another fungicide until the flag leaf. Not if I'm to treat it like the Field of Dreams anyway. What's the bumper yield for Joyu? I don't know, we never grew up before, but I think this should do it. Now look, it was after rape. The rape got a lot of dung before it was planted, so if this doesn't yield, give up. Right, on to wheat now next. Should never count your chickens before they hatch now in this game, but as I always do, I'll just think out loud. Joyu for us, if it yields, is a complete no-brainer. For Mint Hill, you can go in early. So Joyu is a BYDV tolerant variety. So the main downside with sowing winter barley early in East Cork is BYDV, which is barley yellow dwarf virus, which is caused by aphids. And aphids, the earlier you sow, the higher risk of aphid damage or BYDV you have. So Joyu is a BYDV tolerant variety, which means you can plant it earlier because it does get BYDV, but it doesn't affect the yield. So for us, the fact we're mint hilling, it is a big winner. If you want to put in a cover crop, so if you're sowing early, you're going to be harvesting early. Conditions are better, you end up with crops like that. And if you want to get in cover crops, the earlier you can get them in, the better. So it's and there's a load of straw off it, so it's a big win. This wheat now is, after beans, feckin' disappointing now. Our wheat after oats, our wheat after grass is far better. Slugs have done a fair bit of damage here now, and weren't really early on in the winter. This got one round of slug pellets, but yeah. Oh, beans are good, there's no doubt. They're a good break crop. They're good for the ground, but flipping slugs are a major problem. Now look, beans were so late harvested last year. Late sown beans anyway are out of the question. Disaster, because late sown, late harvested, you have no time to create a stale seedbed. You have no time to try and till it, even to get up to disturb the slug larvae. So it's a bit of a disaster. But anyway, look, this field was very bad with meadow grass because we made bags of it. We never sprayed it off. We were going putting in Roundup with pre-merge, never got a pre-merge, so we went in with, I'm going to say Pacifica. There's a stone now. Wait 1 second. Put him onto the tram line now and he'll get driven in, so it doesn't go into the harvester. So yeah, it's clean. It's what's this after? It got trace elements. And wild oat spray, and it got a bit of Psychocell, I think. Maybe not Psychocell. No, it wasn't Psychocell. Was it like Medix Max? I can't remember. It got a PGR or some description anyway. Oh yeah, sorry, I was talking to you about the meadowgrass. So there's meadowgrass there, but there isn't much of it there. I think now I'd have to look. I'm not brilliant on my products. I think we use Pacific on this in the autumn because I spoke to the agronomist. He said, look, you can go in the spring. I said, to be honest, I wouldn't be happy going to the spring with it. I thought there was too much meadowgrass in the crop. There's actually still a nice bit of it now when I'm looking at it. I thought there was too much meadowgrass in the crop to leave it, go to the spring and get it then. So we use Pacifica, which is pendimethalin, which has been banned. Another very useful product to control grass weeds banned. How does this make sense? Right, and there's no replacement for it. they're on about banning Roundup. Now, they're not at the moment, but look, there's talks about it all the time. They want us to mint hill because it's better for the environment. In my view, it is. Sometimes you're going to have to plough, but mint hilling in the main is a far more sustainable way of farming. But we need these products to be able to control grass weeds, because grass weeds is the biggest downside to mint hilling cereal crops, and they keep taking away these products that we need to control grass weeds. I mean, come on, like. I was lucky enough to get the chance to go to the World Food Forum in Rome, the World Food, and be in meetings with I was in one particular meeting with the EU ambassador to the FAO, which is the Food Agricultural Organization or something like that. I can't remember what it is. And I raised the question that, like, they're taking products off the market, they're putting regulation in place that are stopping Irish farmers from being productive and producing food in a sustainable manner. And the answer I got is, well, there's no sweet without sour. They aren't my words. They are the words of the EU ambassador to the FAO in an official meeting with the PSM, which is the private sector mechanism, which is the group which I was part of, which are basically from the private sector, and they have a seat within the FAO and the World Food Forum. So Europe are forgetting about food production. The only thing they're remembering about food production is they want it done more sustainable. They've no idea of the tools you need to produce sustainably, to produce food sustainably. It would do your head in. It's not just me, it's not just tillage farmers, it's dairy farmers, it's beef farmers, it's forestry, people who have forestry, it's fish farmers, everything is so tied up in regulation. It's stopping production. There's going to be a time come where the EU especially are going to have to wake up and say, right, we need to consult with farmers on this measure. We need to consult with advisory boards like Taggest and the ADHBs, sorry if I've that wrong, I can never remember the name of that, in the UK. Well, that's the UK, so they're outside Europe, but like, I don't know, and rant over, but flipping pendimethalin gone now again, another really good tool to control grass weeds. But yeah, anyway, back to the wheat. Look, hi Kieran. Now it's slugs anyway, right? But is this still a vigor problem? Like, the plants look like they're still nearly dying out of the ground, right? There is a lot of grazing, but should that not be after going away from slugs now? So obviously this is in the corner of the lawn. It's like gone very light. It's only half an acre, so it's not the end of the world. But go down over the brow of the hill there again where it's sheltered, it's perfect. Is that still the vigour of the plant? This is, I'd have to look. Oh, I can't think now what it is actually. It's the same variety. No, what is it? No, I'd have to look. But like, it's fair fucking miserable. And this is after getting fertiliser now. And it's after getting trace elements and everything. It's as miserable as anything. And nearly getting worse, to tell you the truth. Anyway, another disappointing field of wheat here. Don't get me started. I think there is a major issue with vigour in wheat this year. I can't think what variety this is now, but I'm going to go home and check, because we had another field of wheat that we had to take out. Went in reasonably good conditions. Right conditions after it were poor, and we'd take it out, it just died out of the ground. And to be honest, this is the same. This field of wheat is getting worse every time I come into it. I don't know what's the story with it. Maybe not, maybe that's just my imagination. Anyway, the next problem now, Dad just rang there to say that the pump The water pump at home is after stopping, and there's over 200 calves in the yard. So I'm going to leave it there now for today's video. Go home and go suffering at that for a couple of hours, see can I get it going. So thanks a million for watching. I hope you learned something. I was asked to be a bit more technical on the crop side of it, and I hope you enjoyed my waffle. Sorry about the rant about the EU, but look, margins on tillage farms especially are very, very tight at the moment. We don't need any more. We definitely don't need to be losing products, right? And this isn't just my view now, this is the view of a lot of people within Ireland, UK, everywhere. Like, pendimethalin has been taken off us, we can't spray it on wheat anymore. Yes, they can bring in boatloads of wheat, barley, soya, soya hulls, distillers, maize distillers from all over the world that's grown using all these products. Not a bother. On that, I'll see you again tomorrow for more Dower House Farms. Good luck!